Whether you have a better life or not is really up to you. And what do I mean when I say it is up to you? Well, it is up to you. You decide on how your life is going to go. As the saying goes, you are the captain of your own ship. You're the pilot of your own plane. And so you make the decisions on whether your life is going to be a good life or not. So today I'm going to give you some strategies that you can use to help you have a better life, because the whole point of what we're talking about here is having a better life, being better people, having a prosperity mindset, having a growth mindset, being positive, and living our best life and living it right now. And so the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is that you have to decide that you are going to have a better life, that you're going to live your best life. You're not going to let the circumstances that surround you, you're not going to let the people that are surrounding you influence whether you have a good life or not. That means you make your mind up that I want to be better, I'm going to be better, I'm going to have the best, and I don't care what anyone says or thinks about it. It is up to you. So first, you decide that you are going to have a better life. You know, I know we sometimes think that, no, I can't control what happens to me. I can't control the circumstances of my life. And that may or may not be true. But we do influence what happens to us, because it is the decisions and choices we make that ultimately lead to the consequences of what we are experiencing. You decide how you are going to respond to those circumstances, how you're going to respond to the things that are going on with you. You are the ultimate factor in what happens to you and what goes on with your life. So you make those decisions. You decide, I'm going to have a good life. Next, we have to check our beliefs. Like I was just saying, it all comes down to what we believe. What do you believe a good life is? Do you believe it's possible to have a good life? So we have to check our belief system. We have to ask ourselves, is there any belief that's holding me back from having the life in which I want? Do I feel like I deserve what I'm asking for? Because sometimes, believe it or not, we'll say we want something and yet we'll feel like we don't deserve it. We'll say we're going to do something different and yet we'll do the same thing that we've been doing over and over again. As it said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different outcome. We have to make our minds up that we're going to do something different. We're going to do checking our beliefs and checking what we're doing. We, as I said, are the ultimate decider. And sometimes we do have those beliefs or those mindsets that are holding us back. Sometimes we're stuck in a scarcity mindset. When we have money and we won't spend it because we're afraid we're going to lose it, that's a poverty mindset. That's a scarcity mindset. We are afraid there's not enough money. And as I love to quote Louise Hay, there's more than enough money. Just like there's more than enough water in the ocean, there's more than enough money. We have to stop believing that if we're not careful, we won't have any more money. I got to hold on this as hard as I can. But as I said, when you hold your hand like this and it's a fist, nothing can get out, but nothing also can get in. So we have to be careful about our beliefs around money or about having a better life. So it is ultimately up to you. The next thing we have to do, we have to set goals. We can't know where we're going if we don't have goals. It is goals that give us our direction. It is goals that help us to get our minds straight. It is goals that help us to know what we are focusing on, because where attention goes, that's where our blessings are going to flow. So we have to be careful what we're giving our attention to. So when we know what we want, we write those goals down. And as I said, write them down. That's one of the most important things, that we have our goals written down. And not only are we going to set goals, not only are we going to write those goals down, but we're going to keep those goals where we can see them. They're constantly before our eyes, so we can remember what our goals are. We want to remember what the purpose of what we're doing is. That's just like we're going to start exercising more. Why are you exercising more? What is your why? So we want to make sure we have our goals. We have them set. Surround yourself with positive people. The old saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. And it is true. People who think alike tend to migrate towards each other. You attract what you are. So we want to surround ourselves with positive people. We want to surround ourselves with people who are being prosperous. We want to surround ourselves with people who are having a growth mindset. We want to surround ourselves with people who are implementing change, who are the kind of people we want to be. Figure out what you want to be, who you want to be, and surround yourself with people who are that. When you're around negative people or people who are not positive, they are putting you down. They're telling you can't do it. They're talking against what you are trying to create. And we don't want to do that. We want to surround ourselves with positive people. We're going to have a better life. One of the ways we're going to do that is by being surrounded by people who are positive. We want to be around positive people. We want to be around those people who are encouraging us, who are lifting us, who have our back, who want us to be successful. And last but not least, we're going to declutter. We're going to declutter our minds. Yes, we're going to get all that stinking thinking out. We're going to get all that I can't. We're going to get rid of all those limiting beliefs. We're going to declutter our mind. And we're not just going to declutter our minds. We're going to declutter our friends. We're going to eliminate those friends or people in our lives who are not serving us, who are not encouraging us to be our best self, who are not helping us to do or be the things that we want to be. And we're going to declutter whether it's our office, our home, our car, we're going to declutter. We're going to start over fresh. We're going to have a new beginning. And we do that by cleaning out. A clean area helps you to focus better and think better. Trust me, I know. I thank you guys so much for listening. So don't forget to give this podcast a like, to star it. Just make sure you follow. And stay tuned for more positive thinking. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast.